Hi, this is Eric Sloof at the VMware booth, and I'm joined by Andy Carey. Hi Andy, how are you?
I'm brilliant, you?
I'm great, thanks. So last Monday we had the VMware Certified Instructor Day, where all the instructors came together, and it was a really nice atmosphere. You did a presentation there. What were your thoughts on it?
So it went really well. It's the enablement event we have for all of our VCIs to get together. We're talking about the futures with curriculum, certification. We had presentations on VMworld, which is at beta at the moment from one of the VMworld experts. And it's just a really good networking event for the guys, and get a chance to meet some of the senior executives to talk about how important education is to VMware.
Right. So you're here at the education and certification booth. When people want to certify for VMware, get a certificate, what are the steps? How can they find information like training courses they must attend or the tools they can use to prepare for the exam?
Well, probably the best place to start is, as shown on here, is the Learning Paths tool. But essentially most of the tracks will actually have an entry-level course you have to attend, and then you'll take the equivalent VCP, and then you move up the stack all the way to the VMware Certified Design Expert.
Right. So the first entry-level certification, the associate, do you have any mandatory trainings for it, or are you just allowed to do it?
Yeah, I mean the associate level is really to sort of learn about the VMware language. Doesn't mean that you're a technical expert, but if you're like a project planner or someone like that who needs to understand some of the language about cloud or data center virtualization, that you can go and do that. But we've also got some free e-learning that they can actually take, but you still have to pay for the VCA exam. And again, you've got each one of those at different tracks.
So you mean that the VCA exam can be booked at VUI, and there are free videos online that will help you to prepare for the exam?
Yeah, remember with all the exams you have to go through the VMware website and actually request to be certified to take that exam, so to be authorized I should say, and that will then redirect you to the Pearson VUE website, and then you actually book when you want to do the exam. Now the VCAs, obviously you can do those from home, so you can have a book open in front of you. So they're fairly easy to pass, but it gives you a badge to start off with. Then you go into the VCP level exams, then you are going to a Pearson VUE testing center, and again you better know your stuff to be able to answer all those questions.
Right, so you have to do a mandatory training course like the troubleshooting or the optimizer skill or the installing configure training, and that enables you to do the VCP exam.
Yeah, so there's qualifying classes, so if you already think you're very experienced and you don't really want to go on the basic ICM class, you could qualify that by going on the troubleshooting class. I'd probably recommend the optimize and scale class because it's a much deeper dive. So any of those classes for the VCP data center virtualization would qualify.
You were mentioning taking an exam from home. What I've heard is that there is a limited time offering that people can do a Delta exam for VCP from home.
Yeah, so if you go and look in your transcript in MyLearn, if you see that your VCP DV exam, and you probably did the 510 exam, is expiring, it will be showing expiring on the 11th of March or 10th of March, you need to do something. All right, so you either can go and take the full VCP DCV on 550, or you can go and take this Delta exam. Okay, now the Delta exam is different. It's got 65 questions, it's a shorter in length exam, and you can take it from home. But you still have to go through the registration process. You already have to hold the VCP DCV on version 5, but you can do it from home.
Cool, so that's very easy for people who just want to recertify to 5. When you have completed VCP, there is a step higher, it's called VCAP. Can you explain what the different flavors are?
So we, at each of the sort of like the solution tracks, like end user computing or data center virtualization, we have one that's actually the VCAP's a data center administrator, and that's where you, again, are doing an exam. You still have to go through the Pearson VUE website, but it's live labs. It's a bit like if you're used to using the hands-on labs environment, but you've got a clock ticking next to you, all right, and you've got to complete all the tasks. Some of those tasks are design tasks, some of those tasks are something's broken, you have to fix it. And then you've got the VCAP data center design class, which is not live labs, but again, you're tested on your design best practices. Okay, so Yeah, they're challenging exams, and you need to get both of those on the equivalent ones in the different tracks to then go to the highest level, which is the VMware Certified Design Expert.
Right. So if people want to know more about the whole examination and the whole training course offering, can they visit a website? Can you show us the new learning tool?
Well, we've got this learning paths tool here, so I just have to put my glasses on. So if you go to VMwareLearningPaths.com, it will take you to this learning path tool, and you can go in via solution track, by role, or by product, or if you want a particular certification. So if we just look at certification, okay, so let's say you want to do data center virtualization. We go and click on there, and then it actually lists the different exams. Then when you go and click on those exams, it will actually tell you the steps that you need to complete. Okay, so we're actually looking at the administration side, and then down here it will actually show you sort of the classes that we recommend you go on, and the next steps for taking the certification.
So if you want to know anything about certification, go to the website and see what's possible. Andy, many thanks for the interview.
Thank you very much as well.